I have a letter submitted by Mr. Salvatore J.T. Sgambelluri, the Superintendent of the Guam Public School System. The subject is resignation. Ladies and gentlemen, he has announced that after his physical today, it was determined that for medical reason, he has given us his 2-week notice from today for health reasons.
That was the final talk of the night during the GEPB meeting announced by Board Chair Joseph Augustine regarding the employment of Superintendent Bunny Sgambelluri. It was only 2 weeks ago when Sgambelluri signed his contract as the GPSS Superintendent. However, health concerns diagnosed during his physical examination called for him to step down. As he issued his 2-week notice to the board during an executive session, board members made an attempt for him to reconsider.
Mr. Sgambelluri did provide that, it is almost a directive from his doctor that if it doesn't handle it, it may get worse. So his medical condition does not need to be made public.
St. Augustine says the position will temporarily be filled by Acting Chief Financial Officer Wilfred Affligui. The Pacific News Center made numerous attempts to get a comment from the interim superintendent, but Affligui refused. Meantime, another request for applicants will be put out as Sgambelluri assists Affligui in the transition, specifically to help prepare the GPSS massive budget for the next fiscal year. Without a permanent superintendent, the board and GPSS continue to tackle the issues. Earlier in the meeting, the board addressed a number of items on the agenda, including the acceptance of a $481,000 check from GTA for the E-rate program. That program allows public schools to receive discounted rates for access to the best available communications technology. The funds are non-restrictive, which means its use is at the discretion of the superintendent. Affligui says the money could be used to pay outstanding bills in the department. Meanwhile, board members were concerned with the plans for the 3 new northern schools. Board member Anita Manabusan was upset with the registration plans, but further frustrated with the new school principal's assumptions on the cost for outsourced cafeterias.
If it's cheaper getting GPSS cafeteria, then why are we still outsourcing? My concern is that you have some cafeterias down in the Southern District schools, okay? And they've been outsourced. That's my concern.
The 3 principals were asked to recheck their data and to ensure they run all decisions by the superintendent. As for the issue regarding summer school, board members feel the concerns aren't being acted upon by GPSS. Board member Evangeline Cepeda.
I'm not going to wait for after the fact. I'm going to demand it tonight that we open a middle school up north in Lago to accommodate this large number that needs the assistance in summer school.
Mary Gutierrez added her frustration with the fact that there's only 1 middle school slated for the summer, with nearly 200 middle school students enrolled throughout the island.
I don't know what the associate of secondary, what the interim superintendent was thinking when we were expressing our concern at Chief Rodi. It went in this year, went out this year. Don't tell me that all the classroom at FB Leon Guerrero cannot be used for the 56 students. I was there.
But they weren't during their time.
So when it falls on deaf ears, whether it's operational, I'm sorry because I've been bombarded with parents of these students.
Associate Superintendent of Elementary Corina Polino says they considered the board members' request, but that they're trying to minimize the amount of schools being used during the summer to continue repairs. Meantime, board members were pleased with what was the first and last report for GPSS Superintendent Bunny Sgambelluri.
After a few days, I'm just scratching the surface. I mean, it's a pretty comprehensive PowerPoint display, but basically I was just saying, look, these are our internal weaknesses, these are our external strengths, and let's just work on the weaknesses so that they become strengths. And that's all I'm focusing on.
Nick Delgado, Pacific News Center.